Hey guys, got a chute, mower chute that I made. I'm gonna show you guys. So let's check it out. There it is. This is just angle brackets here, and all thread, and then flat bracket. So the angle bracket, I cut the size, bolts on with the all thread. Got a spring right here, a spring right here. Okay. And then I got a cable that runs up that I use to control it. It does stay shut, but it does, when I hit bumps, it'll go like this a little, just enough to where a crack shows right there. And then the grass comes up and ends up right here. That's what that grass is from. Now, since I bolted this, I was going to weld it, but bolting it literally took me an hour. Welding would have took me at least 4 hours. But since I bolted it, I did have to fabricate my deck a little. I had to notch that out to make room for the bolt. I should have just drilled my own holes. These brackets come with pre-drilled holes. I should have just drilled my own hole and moved the bolts down, so I wouldn't have to do that. Had to do the same thing right there. So there's might be good grass coming through there too. I don't know. But yeah, it's just all thread. I'm going to try to get a close up so you guys can take a look and do your own models. This is literally the fastest grass chute. Everybody else says that it takes like 10 hours, and 4 hours, 5 hours, 12 hours, 2 days. Forget all that. I'm cutting these bolts off too. I'm not going to leave them out there. But yeah, all thread, locking bolt, or locking nuts. I'm eventually going to put a spring here, this kind of spring. That's all my Skags. By the way, this Skags is for sale. 48 inch, 14 horsepower Cooler Command Pro. It's windy out, so if you guys are catching the breeze through the microphone, I'm sorry. And then an eyelet. I'll show you the underneath part. Okay, that's for the cable. What else? Oh, okay, so I'm going to get angle iron, and I'm going to weld it on. I'm going to put angle iron from here to there, from there to there, and then probably from there to there. And that'll help block that grass from shooting up, and it's going to do two things. I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's not only going to stop the grass from blowing through, but it's also going to act as a pressure plate for the spring that I put on right here. So that way when this opens, let me adjust this camera. So when I open this, like that, and that spring's right here, the wire from the spring that comes down will push on this, and it'll give it tension. Okay, I have not found a spring with a wire long enough to reach all the way out to here, which is ridiculous. I wouldn't want that anyways. That would look goofy. So I'm going to try and get angle iron that'll go from here to all the way back to close as this as possible. So that way I don't have to have some crazy looking spring or modifier spring. But yeah. That's how she works. Now, let me go back here to the controls. I'm going to add a couple more bolts. This bolt here is actually where I hook on to open the flap. This bolt is for closing the flap. Okay, I'm going to put a bolt here, and then I'm going to put another bolt around here somewhere. And what that'll do, let me show you. Okay, now, this is all the way open. Hold on, I gotta set the camera down. There we go. Okay, so this bolt would act for having it all the way open. That's as far as she goes. Okay, and then if I put a bolt here, I'll show you. 1 second. Okay, so if I put a bolt here, that'll leave it half, kind of like that. And then if I put a bolt right there, it'll leave it like that. So I'll have 3 different settings, well 4 settings. I'll have all the way open, halfway open, quarter of the way open, and then closed. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. But, yep, that's what I got for you guys. Well, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get mowing and keep growing. Like and subscribe and ring the bell, guys. Peace.